Once I designed a plane so good that my mom put it on the fridge. What now? You must be very talented. You know, I'm somewhat of a plane designer myself. What does the C stand for? Cargo? B? Bomber? A is attack. F is a fighter. P is pursuit. And then P was replaced with F after World War II. They changed the nomenclature. So C is cargo. C is cargo. B is bomber. A is attack. Can anybody tell me what KC is? Oh, somebody already said it in chat. KC is tanker. E? What's the E designation? Anybody know? Electronic warfare. Mm-hmm. And SR is a typo. I know. President can't speak straight. Why pursuit to fighter? We changed the way we named stuff. Long story short, we changed around the way we named stuff to make more sense as the Air Force was founded. RJ. And also, if anybody can tell me what P means in modern designation, so like a P3 Orion or a P8 Poseidon. So the AC-130 would be attack cargo, because it's a cargo plane that has offensive weapon capabilities. Patrol, that's right. Maritime, maritime surveillance. So P is maritime. So like anti-submarine stuff like that. What's MQ? Q is drone. Bill, I forget what M is. Yeah, character. Yeah, right. Nuts, huh? Just popped in. Haven't been on in a while due to finals prep. I see you have a new Elon. That's right, Joe. Yeah, T is trainer. That makes so much sense. It never occurred to me like that. Yep. M is multi-role. That's right. So what's FA? A fighter and an attack plane? Yep. P was pursuit, and then they renamed it. Keep in mind, like I said, they redid everything after World War II. They redid it all to make more sense in configuration with like the Air Force and everything, right? Before that, with the Army Air Corps, their naming designation was they hit P, basically. And then there was P, there was F4U, there's P38, P47, P51D, B17. They still use the B designation for bombers, right? A was not attack, I don't think. I keep thinking of an A-26. I forget what A was for. What does the AV? Attack vertical takeoff, Ryan. Any idea what this bay is of? That's a P8 Poseidon. So there are some squids here that know exactly what this is. I'm going to venture a guess here. Quick and easy thing is you're going to look at this and you're going to say that, oh, that's for torpedoes on a 737 or a P8 Poseidon. It's not necessarily for torpedoes. These could be for sonar buoys and stuff. It's most likely for sonar buoys. But knowing the military, you probably could carry a torpedo in there. But then again, see that knowing them then carry torpedo in there, maybe, I don't know. I would, now that I'm actually thinking about it, I would doubt it, because a torpedo is heavy, and having a heavy mass at the back of your plane is not a good idea. It's probably for sonar buoys. Yeah. The P8 is a military... Well, yeah, exactly. Just like the C-47 is a DC-3. Yeah, so if they find a submarine, right? If they think they found a submarine, right? There's only so much radar looking down is going to get you. If you think you found a submarine, you drop the sonar buoys, and then the thing communicates with the sonar buoys to see if they're to see if what they saw was right. They used it to basically help pinpoint submarines. These things are maritime support, somebody already said it, they're submarine hunters. So this plane and the P-3 Orion would work with, they would work with other submarines. They would work with attack submarines, not boomer submarines, not the ballistic missile ones. You'd need an attack submarine, a submarine that's designed to take out other submarines. They would be working with these guys. And they would drop the sonar buoys and create a sonar net around where they think the submarine is, find where the submarine is, and tell that information to the other submarines so they get better situational awareness on the battlefield. They have an instrument that can detect the magnetic field variance caused by a sub's hull. Well, there you go. Yeah, SR would be strategic reconnaissance. U is utility. H is helicopter, so UH-1 is utility helicopter 1. UH-60, utility helicopter, model 60. P-8s are based out of Jacksonville. They're cool planes, Ship Show. They really are. I mean, smart idea to base it off of the 737. There's already a ton of parts out there, so you don't need to worry about parts being expensive. It's actually not a bad way to do things. AH-1 Cobra is an attack helicopter 1. That's right. Space Herc, you worked on P-3s for 8 years. Cool. How does the crew communicate from submerged submarine to support? Well, Reveril, you'd have to go near the surface and stick your antenna up out of the water. Periscope depth, if I'm guessing. I don't know how submarines work, and you know what? I've honestly never bothered to even go and try and figure that one out. Because that's a real good way to get yourself put on a list. Yeah. There are ways. Let's just leave it at that. They yell really loud. Ah! They use the light opening and closing. All right. So I have KSP loaded up, guys. Yeah, the system makes sense. I mean, it's pretty cool. Smarter every day. Sub-series. Yeah, there you go. Destin's video is probably as much as you're ever going to know about how those submarines operate. The submarine, guys, submarines and how they work and, like, operations for submarines is more closely guarded than rockets. Seriously. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's like, way above, like, ITAR stuff. I mean, it is under ITAR, believe it or not. Yeah, that definitely is. Submarines are under ITAR, but they're like way higher. No country wants to tell anyone how their submarines work. You saw this with the Thresher and the Scorpion with the U.S. Navy. You saw it with the Kursk and K-19 with the Soviet and the Russian Navy with the Kursk. Nobody wants anybody else scoping out their submarines. No one. That's because that's a security risk. And I know people say, like, oh, security, why are we even fighting, blah, 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 blah. The submarines are one of the ways that we achieve mutually assured destruction, and it keeps the peace. That's why nobody wants anybody else knowing about it. And that's why I purposely don't do a dive into... That's why I purposely don't do a dive into submarines. I don't... No. I'm all right. You can learn that somewhere else. Red October? That... Yeah, sure. Sure. Don't forget the Konevalov, Captain Tupolev's boat. Forklift deep dive? Well, that's a really closely guarded secret, predominant. If we figure out how to do forklifts, then... Oh. The real question is if we figure out how to forklift on Mars. What if we did helicopter? From the people who brought you from doing helicopter on Mars comes doing forklift on Mars. Coming summer 2037. Why not keep where they are built a secret then, too? How are you going to hide a submarine? Learning about the nuclear subs that regularly chill... Oh, yeah, they're always there, Prey. Mm-hmm. Actually, there is, as far as I know, only one plane that can actually talk with submarines under the water, and it's this plane. Yeah, maybe. In a main river. Nice reference. Water. I'm pretty sure we can't build submarines underwater, guys. Alright, here. Alright, look. Everybody knows that everybody has satellites looking at their stuff, okay? So I'll use 2 examples here. So we'll go over to Severomorsk in the northern parts of Russia.
Go at throttle up.
Severomorsk is near Arkhangelsk in the Arkhangelsk Oblast in Russia. That's where they make submarines. Oh, look, there's submarine-sized buildings here. Curious. Man, that's a big door. I wonder what's going in and out of that door. Oh, geez, that's a... you're going to build the ship not in a dry dock? Interesting. Oh, look, that door is about the size of that submarine right there. Funny how that works. Right? Nobody wants anybody peeping on their stuff, so they usually build submarines inside. Not outside and out in the open. So, we go to Severomorsk. We can look at the counterpart, which somebody already said it in chat, but sneaky! 33 Tier 2 33-month resub. You go right here in Connecticut, in Groton. Oh, look. There's submarine-sized hangars there. Gee. Oh, look, a submarine-sized dry dock. Submarine-sized hangars everywhere. Oh, look, it's about the same size as the one in Severomorsk. Funny how that works. It looks like the exact same building almost. Yeah. How do you hide the submarines? You build them inside. And then you build them inside, and then you sail them out at night where no satellite can see what you're doing. Well, everyone probably can at this point, but that's aside from the point. There are other places they build submarines, but a lot of them are made in Groton, in Connecticut, and a lot of the Russian stuff is made in Severomorsk. They build them in Ingalls too, Matt. There's a building just like that. Wherever submarines are made, you're going to see a building like that. Nobody wants anybody showing the submarine, because if you're building the submarine and you go to the part where you need to build a nuclear reactor. If somebody who's flying over with a satellite, they'll peep your frigging reactor. And yes, they can absolutely see it. Look at this submarine dry dock. Yeah, we didn't do that right. We didn't do that one right. It's not a submarine manufacturing facility, that's for sure, Bram. So I've been out for a week. The last thing I heard was about the Big F, but I didn't catch the stream. Yeah, we'll get to it. Is the EJSA.space site down? No, it's up. Yeah, it's there. All right, so let me get the music going, and we'll go from here. Come on, music. Why are you so loud? Stop being loud. All right, so
Discovery, go at throttle up.
hip hop. 60 months, man. It's been a long time, dude. Yeah, that's 5 years, man. Thank you for being with me all this time. So, let's go on to the website, and we'll see the results of the poll. The poll closed a couple hours ago. Let's see what we got. Hang on. I need to just zoom in to get at it. Okay. So 276 people voted. Pretty good turnout, guys. Check out these Soviet maps of the U.S. Yeah, Potomac, Pentagon. Yep. That's cool. You know damn well that we have, you know damn well, Prey, that, oh yeah, need your email address. Nope, not interested. You know dang well, Prey, that we have maps like that too. I once looked into the history of turboelectric propulsion for battleships and found out how long the Navy has been developing electric drive systems. It's quite impressive. No, yeah. Yeah, Rizik, wait until I tell people here that the magnetohydrodynamic drive, the Caterpillar drive from Red October actually exists, but it doesn't work very well. It's like an ion engine for a submarine, pretty useless. But it does work. The magnetohydrodynamic drive, it's absolutely a thing. Corey, you need link perms, man. You're not a sub. What is this, dude?
Look after these tires now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
Nice. All right, dudes. So you guys funded me at 3 million. You funded the nuclear option, which is not what I was guessing. I was guessing this one. I did vote for the 3 million though, because of course I did, right? There you go, Jackery. So you funded me at 3 million for the SSDO project. That includes up to 8 test flights, atmospheric testing, test stand testing, everything. Now, we got to figure out the deadlines for this, dudes. That's what we're going to be primarily working on tonight. Once again, the bill coming out, I didn't take that into account because if I'd known it was coming out today, I would have taken it into account. We'll do the ComSat missions tomorrow. You seem to be getting surprised by our decision too often. Fix it. Well, the thing is, when we first started voting on this, dude, I just put options out there and I didn't say what the pros and cons are of every option. And people got mad at me for not explaining everything. So I started explaining stuff, and that definitely did change the results of these polls. I firmly believe that. I laid my... Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to... I laid out all my options. I didn't lay out any options. I just said I think it'll cost 1 million, 2 million, or 3 million. What do you guys think? And then people funded stuff or they underfunded stuff, and then I was like, okay, you guys chose the underfunding option. And they're like, wait, no, we didn't think it'd be underfunding. And I'm like, okay. So I made it a thing to kind of explain each and every one of them. And yeah, I didn't expect like some of these options I don't expect. They made it a little bit hard. Like I thought it would make it easier to predict, but it definitely made it tougher. You just finished hockey practice. Cool. I think people voted 3 mil because they don't listen. Hey, it's not our money. Yeah, Rage. I mean, you could say that, but you guys got to remember, with these funding bills, you're paying for the type of content that you want to see. It's not the flurbos that matters, all right? It's not the money. It's not the money that matters. That has nothing to do with it, believe it or not. Well, it's not like price. Like, you're paying for the amount of content. You're paying for the type of content that you want to see here. Do you want to see a real challenge? Do you want to see, like, nice kind of balance between engineering and flying? Or do you want to see a lot of engineering? Chat's voted to see a lot of engineering at the behest of launches. Once again, it's not really about the currency here. The currency is your time and what you want to see on this stream. That's why I did this. This inadvertently is a way for me to kind of distinguish without actually asking what chat wants to see. That's all. Once again, I hate chat. Honestly, I was one of the late voters. I didn't know that I had much more description. I feel like the description for option should be more upfront and center for the user without having to hover or click or something. So Sneaky, what you're telling me is you didn't know that the recognized symbol for information wasn't an information symbol, and you didn't know that the information symbol had information? Is that what you're trying to tell me? In that the information symbol, that is the information symbol is not easy to find. Chad always picks the top funding. Oh, interesting, C22. Whoa, that's my house. Okay. Well, not my house, that's my state. Zoomable 1979 maps. Oh my goodness, that's bizarre. Dude, they even have Bunker Hill in South Boston. Wow. Oh. And Winthrop. Whoa. That's weird, man. There's Everett. Wow. That's weird, dude. That's bizarre, man. So, predominant, here's the thing. Like, okay, guys, look. I said that I would act in good faith here, okay? So, if I was the engineer, right? If I was I am the engineer for this program, but if I was a contractor, say we awarded a contract to, NASA awarded a contract to, whomever, right? And they overfunded it. What would be the result of that contract? Like, I didn't think I needed to spell this out, predominant, I'll be honest with you. But once again, you're paying, you guys basically pay, the money is baseless. It might as well be Dogecoin. What you're buying here is the type of content that you want. So if you overfund something, what do you guys, they would ask for more funding. There would be a lot of waste, wouldn't there? Guys, I said I had to carry the rules out in good faith. Thanks, E22. I'll check that out. So I have to carry out the rules in good faith. So how I carry out these rules in good faith is going to depend on the deadline. Deadlines are the only way to hold this system accountable, especially when you're, funding and goals might be arbitrary. So in that regard, this kind of works like NASA because we don't have like a profit and loss, right? But yeah, we'll keep the voting this way for now. So we're going to vote on how long this is going to take. Yeah, Dolly, please. This shouldn't be overfunding. You talked about assuring small and large vehicles for $3 million where the other options didn't do that. That's right, Toothless. Mm-hmm. Now, once again, how I'm going to play this, right? I will tailor my play style to this, all right? This is what I've done in the past, and this gives new and exciting content, right? And once again, I'm going to repeat this, but I'm probably not going to repeat this again, okay? Just because, I don't want to get screwed by this, like what happened previously, but I should say it anyway. Look, you guys funded 3 million Flurbos for a small and a big launch vehicle. The big launch vehicle, SSTO, being a scalable version of the small one. That's going to take some time. I'm not going to lie to you, all right? However, if you overextend the deadline, I'm going to find other things to do, okay? Find other things that we can button up here and there. Find, buildings that I don't necessarily need to upgrade, but upgrade to make quality of life for me a little bit easier, right? I tried to demonstrate this one previously with the crane mission. Remember in mission mode when we were messing around and Dart had to go fly, right? And you overfunded the project and you gave me a long deadline and I started going and messing with cranes. Because it would be easier for me down the road to build bigger launch pads without vehicle upgrades, without building upgrades. Remember that whole part? Case in point. If you overfund me, we're going to focus more on engineering. I'll focus more on quality of life to make things easier. So that gives you more integration equipment, and quite possibly some other things here and there, right? I'm the engineer. I spend the money how I see fit. How the deadline gets achieved, whatever, doesn't matter. So that's what I'm going to work on. Simultaneously, if you short me on the deadline, like what happened with the initial lunar missions, I'm going to push ourselves to I'm going to push the envelope. And if I push the envelope, or during the 5 lunar missions as well, if I push the envelope on these missions, right, it'll get you more Kerbal content, but somebody's more likely to die. I'm going to sacrifice risk for a bigger reward. Risk aversion changes with deadline, right? Just like real life. That's what I mean about acting in good faith. Okay? So if you overfund me and give me a long deadline, guess what? We're going to see a lot of work on the SSTOs, the pads, test stands, stuff like that. Simultaneously, if you underfund me, I'm going to grind out KSP and someone or something could get killed. We could lose orbiters. So, like I said, it really comes down to how you want to play. I can tailor my play style to whatever. Now, with that being said, now that I've told you, and I'm frankly never going to say this again. Now that I've told you, like, that's what I mean when I say I act in good faith. And then the middle option would be, the median, right? You said you can't play with a realistic budget mod. Having it for years, it gives the amount of money based on the reputation monthly. Oh, that's cool. Got a few days into my time now. So much fun. That's awesome, Devlin. Really cool. Pretty sure we should go with the mile-based deadlines for the projects. Okay. You're a for-profit space agency, I assume. You're awarded $3 million for this program, but limit your own personal spending on the project to 1.5 or 2 mil to ensure good profit for the program. There are no rules against that. Pretty much. And predominant acting like pocketing the money, right? Pocketing the money in this particular situation, being a piece of crap and having a higher profit margin, right? That's me acting in good faith, believe it or not. Good faith to the rules. That's what I mean. Yeah, maybe, John. Maybe I needed an emotional support, Jeb. That's it. And, so I'm telling you, like, I'm not for one or the other. I voted for option 3, frankly, because I thought option 3 was something that nobody would vote for in this particular regard. I'm not going to say always, but I generally try to vote for the one I don't think is going to get selected. Okay? I didn't think option 3 was going to get selected. Heck, I didn't think SSTOs were going to get selected. Like, But chat will learn, when Dart crashes, or chat will learn when I go work on cranes, right? See what I'm talking about? I started working on cranes because I was like, yeah, it's fine. And then chat got really mad at me. And that changed the deadlines a little bit, right? Chat shorted the deadline, and that inadvertently led to Jeb getting killed. See what I mean? It's all about finding a happy medium. With that being said, okay, that's not just one or the other all the damn time now, is it? Shorting a deadline, you guys need to try to find the line of what's bold and what's doable in the time allotted. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. I throw curveballs in here. Sometimes option 2, the median option, is not always going to be the middle of the road option. Sometimes I've been explaining it, right? But where I set option 1, 2, and 3 could be a little bit higher on the risk versus reward, or a little bit lower. I do that on purpose to make sure that option 2 doesn't get selected all the time, right? Because with what I just told you, if I did a deadline fund right now, everybody would just choose option 2 because, that's the right option. I'm not going to tell you what deadline is the right option for this one. There could be a short one, and so option 1 could be the shortest, but that shortest one could be what I think is the right amount of time, and option 2 or 3 could be overfunding. I do that because I want you guys to think about what's right. Think about what is the realistic options here, what we have to weigh and what we don't have to weigh. I do that on purpose, predominant. I keep this stuff kind of arbitrary. I shift it around. So, like, say we wanted to engineer Freedom 7, right? And I gave 3 deadlines here, okay? Sometimes, so I think Freedom 7 is going to take 2 weeks to make, okay? So I'll take that and I'll shift the 3 options based on those 2 weeks. So sometimes the third option would be 2 weeks, and then there would be 1.5 and then 1 week. Sometimes the first option is the right option. I keep you guys picking because I want you to use your brain, because I want this to teach people stuff. Duke, gifted a sub to Jason. Right on. Make funding be a 10-option choice. Yeah, distributed votes a lot more. What do you think? Predominant. I'm not trying to complicate this too much, dude. I don't want to get into technicalities and all these other things, because that gets to be too much to handle. I don't want to get it to the point where I have to constantly be checking the rule book about funding and stuff. This is supposed to be pretty straightforward, basic lessons to be taught about funding in space law and how it works. You know, like that breaking down cost structure might be better, but once again, I try to keep the rules. So what I'm trying to do right now, Prominent, I'm not against making the rules a little bit more detailed over time, but I want to get a good data set here with mission mode, with at least this mission mode here, with the rules unchanged for a little while, and then watch the patterns and trends to see how I can make better mission mode rules down the road. We can always change stuff if we want to. Now, with all that being said, we have 1 million, 2 million, and 3 million flurbos. I'll explain what I was doing here. In this particular scenario, 2 is middle of the road. That's realistic. That would have been the realistic funding. This is what I think I need. 3 million was over, 1 million was under. Okay? I explained it to you guys. With that being said, I will tell you this. No, you know what? I'm not going to tell you this next part about deadlines. I'm just going to make a new poll. Let's look at some dates, shall we? New pathways deadline. So, the first thing we'll establish with this deadline is the overall goal. This is overall. Now, once again, some folks have said you want sub-deadlines, right? So, when do we get the first vehicle running? When do we get the second vehicle running? That is all that is entirely dependent on when the end goal is, right? You don't want to say, let's just figure out a deadline for the first vehicle right now. Or do you? If you guys want to do that, that's fine. But I don't think that's what chat wants. I think and this is where I'll kind of take some liberties with this. You guys chose a full SSTO architecture with heavy cargo, and I said, let's do a subscale demonstrator that can move crew, and then a heavy cargo variant that eventually might be able to move crew down the road a lot later. Okay? I want the deadline for this over here. You need to have a whole project scope. So we want an Apollo program. We don't want SLS, okay? In this particular regard. Okay, O-Force. I don't understand why we wouldn't want the max funding option. More money is more content. Well, it's more time on the ground engineering things, Mile, but yeah, sure. Would test flights be included in the deadlines? Absolutely. So, the new pathways deadline. Let's take a look at the calendar here. So it's Wednesday, the 12th. I generally work on end of week scales here. So, knowing what you guys know. Now, I'm going to tell you right now. This, 15th, 22nd of May, 29th of May, that's dooming me to fail. That's impossible. There's having a bold goal, and it is dooming me to fail in that regard. I'm going to go down here. So let's go to June. I think I want, per my plans with Brimo, to take a week off here or something. So somewhere in here might be the right move. It's going to take more than one. You want me to engineer 2 launch vehicles? I have no experience engineering, Reveril. What are you talking about? Somewhere in here would be the right move. That's cool. Vulcan. Summer solstice. Let me take a look. See, the thing is, guys, I'm pretty sure Brimo's parents are coming, so yeah, I'm gonna need to I'm gonna need some time off in here. I just forget where it is. June 5th, June 12th, and June 26th. What's your plans for the holiday weekend? I'm not sure. The 12th, 26th. So the 12th, the 26th, and July 11th? Or July 10th? I'm going to take this week off, so it would probably end up being July 3rd. So 12, 26, or 3. Or 17. Okay. All right. That's fine. So the keyword for this will be hashtag deadline. Option 1. Brimo, not 17th. Isn't the 50th birthday? Yes. 17th. So the 19th is off the table. So it would be the 12th, the 26th. Okay. All right. All right. Here we go. This poll will go to tomorrow during Space News. So Thursday, 6 p.m. So option 1. I'm going to put option 1. Option 1 is the 5th. Actually, no. We'll do... I'm thinking. Okay. Option 1 would be June 12th. June 12th is option 1. Okay? So deadline, if you put hashtag deadline space 1, that would be June 12th. This is... How many weeks is this? And Sneaky, this is what's going in the info section. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's about 4 weeks. So that's about a month. But I'll just put 4 weeks for 2 launch vehicles to be developed. Do June 11th.
Hi.
Why 11? What's the date when your parents are coming?
So my folks are coming. They won't be here the 11th, but they'll be here on the 12th, which is why I said don't do the 12th. I know we said that you're not going to do anything that day, but just in case, I don't want to fight with you. You know what I mean?
We'll do the 11th.
Yeah.
Okay, so 11th it would be the first one. Chat says hi, by the way.
Hi, Chet.
Okay, and then the 26th, and then the 3rd, I think would be the other options. So June 26th would be option number 2, which would be about 6 weeks. I mean, it would be more like 5 guys because Brimo's parents are coming in the middle of June.
I don't want to talk about it, Brim.
Did you sell Doge?
No. Oh, Mr. Ed, you hold on.
Man, shut up. Did you hold?
Yes.
All right, fine. Fine. We'll hold then. Diamond hands, baby. She's number 1. That's right. 6 weeks for launch vehicles to be developed. And then number 3 would be July 3rd.
Don't do July.
What?
You're gonna give yourself a deadline right before the 4th of July and your birthday.
Yeah.
What if there's fireworks or something that day?
Okay, so we'll do Friday then. I might need the 3rd off, guys, for reasons. We'll hold the Doge. That's fine. What do your parents and her parents think of each other?
They're fine, like...
I don't know. So that would be 7 weeks for launch vehicles. 2 of them.
Win Primo's Blankies emote.
All right, guys. So there's your options. The 11th, June 11th, which is 4 weeks. 26th, which is basically 5 weeks. And the 2nd, which would be 6 weeks. Because I'm taking a couple of days off more than a couple of days off in June. All right.
Like all parents, they feel like their kids are dating. Exactly.
What are we giving the deadlines for? What do you need to make for both launch vehicles to be developed?
Alright, love you.
All right, baby. Love you. Thank you. I actually wanted you here when I made those dates just to be 100% sure.
Yeah, let me know next time, because I just so happened to come in. Like, into the stream.
I was about to come and get you, to be honest with you, and then I saw you in chat. Because I was like, I don't know when these dates are. Specify 2 launch vehicles in each. Well, yeah, okay. LVs was plural, but yeah, okay. 7 weeks for 2, 6 weeks for 2, 4 weeks for 2. All right, guys. What shuttle is that on your wall? A space one? All right, guys. This is the roadmap. One of these is the right one. One of these is what I think it's going to take. I ain't telling you which one. One of these is the middle of the road option. And once again, I like throwing curveballs in here. One of these is the middle of the road option, but it's not the middle one. I want you guys to think and you guys to decide. Poll is up. Have fun. Good luck. Is it like Discovery? It actually has no name on it, Flykin. Believe it or not. Brimo's mom got that off of Amazon and she gave it to me. And it didn't have any... the company that sold it photoshopped the name of the shuttle off. I know it's a picture of Discovery from STS-133 if you want to be technical. Does this include pads?
Discovery, go at
No, it doesn't. I'm just gonna, make a campfire out in the grass and launch my rocket from a campsite. Yeah, of course it includes pads, man. Question, do you have better Twitch TV emote slots open? I don't know. I can't add it, so I would say no. Sparrow, 28-month resub. Just use a trampoline. So, we got some time on that poll. And we'll see where it takes us. I will tell you what option was what I think, the middle of the road option. I'll tell you that tomorrow. How many hours per day will you devote to KSP given the options? Depends on what's selected, tweets. So, okay, the middle of the road option is hiding in there. It's not the middle one. It could be the first one. Middle of the road option could be the first one. Middle of the road option could be the third one. Could be the middle one. I don't know. 2 of these options could be shorting. 2 of these options could be too much. I'll tell you when the poll closes. I got 3 million, Sam. It's not the middle one. It's not the first one. It's not the third one, dude. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I'm not telling you. Could be any of them. Whenever a poll is running, your site is basically inaccessible, FYI. Yeah, predominant. I'm just here to look pretty. You'd probably want to tell Drummer about that in that regard, dude. Regardless, one of the options is what you're going to get. Yep. Heck, down the road, and this is what I mean about keeping this stuff general. I'm going to throw you guys a curveball. And now, especially since I'm explaining the deadlines, I don't want people to just listen to what I think is right and then vote for that. I might intentionally mislead you. This is all me acting, like kind of in good faith, dude. This is a game. I want you guys. I'm telling you that not the middle of the road option is not the middle option is not going to always be the middle of the road. Some of these deadlines are short. Some of these deadlines are far. Some of these deadlines are way more than I need. Some of these deadlines are way less than I need. Some of them are. Like I said, I might throw in one when none of the deadlines are right, and then just to keep it fresh, keeps the content fun. You misled Lee on the SSTO. I was sure you wanted that. Kyron, I did not want the SSTO. I'm not going to lie to you. I wanted the Constellation style architecture. I really could have grown it nice from there. But, yeah, I explained each one of them, and I tried to make it very fair. I tried to basically not show what option I wanted. While we're waiting, you might helping me figure out I was able to land on the moon going 33 meters a second, aka around 73 miles an hour. What does that mean, Sneaky? Did that mean you ran out of fuel and you hit the ground going 33 meters a second? Certain parts have collision tolerance, so if an I-beam was the first thing to hit the ground, it's going to absorb the impact and it's definitely not going to explode. Can I get a look at the t-shirt? Sure. ULA gave this t-shirt to me. With the smallest legs. Yeah, Jay-Z. When will the project start? Tomorrow? Pretty much. Yeah, I got to come up with the structure based off of the deadline. And once again, I got to scale my expectations based off of what you guys choose. What's on the docket for KSP tonight? Well, we could keep going here. Oh, let me just make sure that I don't... Okay, tab out. All right, cool. The poll is gone. Excellent. So, what's the plan for now? I don't know. You guys vote what you want. Poll will expire tomorrow at the end of Space News. Okay, so. Still on track to do ComSats. We're a little bit behind because of the extended Space News builder. I'm not going to lie to you. What I will do... Want to know something? I wasn't watching the stream the night the SSTO poll happened, and I just voted SSTO because I saw it in Discord and then came on in later, and you were the deciding vote. Thanks. You made my job a lot harder. Designing a new launch vehicle is more difficult, John. Thanks. Screw you, SSTO gang. You guys suck. If you had made that poll overnight, I would have voted Constellation. Pulse, I made a mistake, dude. that pulse should have gone 24 hours for such a big architectural change. I wasn't thinking. That's one of those things where after you do it, you're like, it seemed like a good idea at the time. Whoops. From now on, all deadline and funding polls go for architectural changes. Deadline and funding polls go for 24 hours. Yeah. I demand a revote. That's one thing I'm never going to do is renege on the rules just to make it suit me, dude. Because that I might as well be cheating at that point. I might as well just use hack gravity to launch things into space, man. Not adhering to the rules that you said is why the hell did you make the rules? You know what I mean? So all right, we got to do our time warps for the day, so we're going to day 399. Come on, you know you want to finish and succeed with the X-33. It'd be pretty cool, Jason. Okay. Let's go up and check on our guys at the space station. Oh my gosh, how did anyone survive? Wow. Crazy. No Kraken drives. That goes against my kind of unspoken good faith rules, Jackery. Okay. Is there a way to check the poll? EJSA.space and go to the poll sub option there. Or you can see what Jackery linked in chat. Okay, we got that from there. When is that shuttle coming back down? That crew's up there for the duration, Funky. They have the supplies up there. They got plenty of data, which is kind of my metric for snacks and whatnot, because there's no life support in KSP. They're going to be up there for a long duration stay. Yeah, I know, Bandit. Yeah, the SR-22. Or some plane like that. Alright. So we have 119 science. The next thing that I really want to press for... actually, I mean, that really kind of depends on this deadline here, huh? SSDOs are going to make this boring. Yeah, I'll figure out a way to make it fun, dude. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say that I don't miss, like, seeing vehicles staging and boosters landing and stuff like that. But, yeah, I mean, you know... Launches might not be as chaotic as they are, which will probably help me in the long run. I'm not going to lie to you. That'll probably help me in the long run, and, you know... But, you know, seeing the thing come back down and potentially, like... I'm telling you, if I'm going to do this iWatch, the whole point of this thing right here, the reason why we're going to do this is because... Just like Dart, I want to be able to roll this thing right back to the pad, new payload in, back on the pad, refuel it, fly. Simple. Like, it's gonna... Yeah. We're talking about if I get this thing operating on a regular schedule and really, really optimize the time, which might mean putting more time into it now rather than later. If we really push to get this thing up and running, we could, yeah, I mean... You know, like, it took probably one stream. Like, we've crammed 3 launches into one stream before when I played Kerbal during early hours, right? This could do, like, we could do like 5 or 6 launches with this per stream. Easy. If I really push. So, this one, and especially, like, down the road, the big one, the bigger version of this could really, 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 really pay off. Pretty much, Sneaky. Yeah, we don't have to spend time assembling a booster or anything. Literally, it would be... We could do this about as fast as I integrate a first stage, Sneaky, which takes, what, 10 minutes? First stage and payload, and I probably wouldn't put the payload on this vehicle when it's on the pad. We'd probably pull it with the payload inside. Or I could do a service structure where we could load the payload in that way. That actually might be useful.
Discovery.
Yeah, longest part, exactly. Longest part would be fueling this because of all the different fuel tanks, seriously. Why do you think this will scale? Like, what are you basing it off of? Aerodynamics are scalable. If you have a like a wind tunnel test article for the shuttle stack, and you throw that into the wind tunnel, you could figure out how the real one's gonna fly. You don't need a full-size shuttle stack and then inside of a wind tunnel to get it to fly correctly. Anything that bases itself off aerodynamics usually is scalable, and that is the case in KSP. I know that's the case in KSP. And you know what? Believe it or not, and I know that this doesn't have a lot to do with aero, but you know what I know is what I know is the case for proving that the crane. I changed the crane around, and I scaled it up to kickbacks instead of thumpers. Made the crane 15 meters taller. Worked exactly the same. That tells me that KSP, no matter, as long as you build it the exact same way, should be fine. The path to scalability is the hard part. That's what's going to be difficult. Freddy, 34-month resub, and Caligulard had a 64 in there. Anti-Saint before that had a 49. I appreciate it, guys. What about using the SDSTO for small sats and crew, and more traditional rockets for transfer stages and stations? Oh. Yeah, Apollo. What about doing the opposite of what chat voted for? Chat wanted SSTOs, dude. I even think that making a small launch vehicle and then a big launch vehicle might even be stretching it a little bit. But this is I think I said that was the safest path. Now, with that being said, left over from the previous lunar program, we have 4 Freedom 10s and 2 Freedom 7s. So I have 6 rockets that we can use for conventional missions. We just got to pick those missions very wisely. First one of the Freedom 10s is going to be used for comsats. And that's the mission that you're either going to see tonight or tomorrow. Yeah, Apollo. No. We had concrete. Yeah, I specifically said like a conventional thing like Constellation, a conventional rocket design where we build I actually left the door wide open. I said we could do something like Constellation and make reusable pods instead of, another dart. And chat didn't even go for that. They wanted straight SSTO, so here we go. Those Freedom rockets need to collect science. Yeah. Is it a more proving the concepts on a smaller scale? And I think it's harder than the larger SSTO will be. RJ, you asked me why do I think this will scale. I said I proved scalability in KSP with the crane, and there's a reason why we do subscale demonstrators with aerodynamic stuff in real life, because they figured out a way to scale small stuff and make it act like, and figure out ways to, they figured out the scale. Like, what you need to make for a small one, how big you need to make it to get it to act like the big one, and then go from there. And then you replied to that. Isn't it more proving the concepts on a smaller scale? And I think it's harder than the larger SSTO will be. I'm confused. Yeah, Fade. Yeah, there you go. Can you build an Can you build SSTOs in orbit only? Operational prototypes, Carrier. The deadline is for the operational prototype of each one of these things. Main science mission right now is the Minmus thing, Admiral, but that's on hold. The science mission directorate stuff is on hold. Because I gotta figure out a better way to do it. I gotta figure out a better way to do it that's not gonna force me into a launch window. Yeah, I watch single stage to orbit means you put it on the pad, you launch it, it goes up into space. I don't know how building a single stage to orbit up there is that. What's the context of what you're saying? I'm confused. It's a sarcastic question. Is it though? Put a kappa after it, man. Do me a solid and put a kappa after it if you're kidding, man. I can't tell your tone from text, bro. You're killing me right now, man. Damn. So we could still fund the Freedom Program with the Science Directorate? Admiral, I don't know. I don't know. I always thought of the Science Mission Directorate for this as applications based. So we do the science missions based off of the lifters that we have. I don't know if I want to keep funding the Freedom Program under the Science Program. Like, do we want to do that? Like, what? Do we, like, I don't, how would that work? What, like, okay, my question there is like, what if what would be the purpose of developing the SSTOs if I can just keep using the Freedom rockets? I mean, there's chat deadlines and stuff, right? So say I develop it, right? Then what? Admiral, don't get me wrong. It seems a shame to throw out Freedom with I agree. I very much agree with you. Yeah, it does kind of suck. I'm not happy about it. I thought Freedom 10 was fantastic. That option had so much scalability, dude. I could take Freedom 10 and we could develop that into a real workhorse. Better than Condor 9. Better than Condor 9, and then I could have scaled its architecture up to a larger version of that exact vehicle. Oh yeah, I had plans for Freedom 10, but hey. They're shelved for now. Chat wants SSTOs. It could come back in future contracts if you guys see the need to. Just because we made the Saturn V didn't, you know, like in real life, just because they made the Saturn V with Apollo, which is way bigger than anything else, doesn't mean that they just solely relied on the Saturn V. It doesn't mean we never made a small sat launcher after that. No. We could, but Admiral, I'm just not 100% sure about funding it with science missions. I don't really want to do that. Well, we have 6 launches. 2 Freedom 7s, Thomas, and 4 Freedom 10s. There's your backup missions. We're going to need to at least use another one of those things for a resupply mission for the space station, so that's 2 Freedom 10s down the drain. Now you got 2 Freedom 7s and 2 Freedom 10s left over. That's the leftover inventory that we have that you guys paid me to launch. Now that the goal has changed, I'll use them, but I can't use them for SSTO stuff, right? And I can't use them for the lunar missions because right now, the whole purpose of replacing Freedom 10 with DART and everything was because, the whole purpose of replacing Freedom 10 with DART was because the low Earth orbit access vehicle, particularly with the crew, was not good. That's the reason why it got replaced. Can you show the Freedom 10 rocket? I've never seen it. Yeah, sure. Ignore this over here. That's a Freedom 10 rocket right there. Consumables, Ryan. Snacks are the inadvertent consumable that Kerbals eat. Kerbals eat snacks. Basically, that's their food. My consumable up on the space station is data. So as long as the Kerbals have science data to process, they have snacks. There's no consumable resource in stock KSP, but that's what I use. So that's Freedom 10. And this is Freedom 7. Oh, it doesn't have that big part in the center. It's just this all the way down. This was a concept thing. I think we need to use Freedom 10s to get more science. I really think we need Mark III parts for the Venture Star. Couldn't we use the smaller SSTO to do that? Honest question. Uh-oh, James Webb could be delayed after 2 Ariane 5 anomalies. Nice, Phil. James Webb being delayed, shocked Pikachu phase. Well, why did James Webb being delayed? Not because of the James Webb satellite. Even more shocked Pikachu phase. No. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I'm just gonna. I have the Scout 2 probe right here. I'm gonna fly the Scout 2 probe here because it has science equipment on it, and I can get some cash here. Jeb planted that flag over there. My seismometer fell over. That's not how you seismometer, silly seismometer. You really need an 07 emote? Yeah. Gotta figure out something, Bree. Yeah. It fell over because of the seismic shocks. That's what happened. All right, and I'm gonna put the funding in. Everybody good with that? So 961. So we need to. This is a plus 100,000. We need to hit that 30 times, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There you go. I do it slowly so everybody can see it, Sneaky. Slow and deliberately when you're editing funds. I don't need anybody saying that I'm editing more funds than I need into the game. I plan a trip down to Florida from the 19th to the 23rd. Let's hope the best and hope a prediction is correct to have the chance to see a launch. It's always a toss-up, Glitch, but yeah. Ideally, you want to, if you're going to go down for a launch, have the rocket launch, or have the planned launch date for the rocket be on like the second or third day out of like the week that you're going to be there. Worst case scenario, you have to come back the next day, but you don't have to extend your itinerary, right? Best case scenario, the rocket launches on the first or second day that you're down there, and then you get a week to screw around in Florida. That's the way to do that, but you need at least a week. Nathan says he'll start streaming around midnight Eastern if you want to join us. Trying to think if I have anything else that I need to do, Max. Yeah, there you go, Sneaky. Always have a leeway day. Up to you. There will be more opportunities. Maybe. Maybe. I'll think about it. All right. We'll see what happens, man. See what time comes around. Let's see. Okay, so all right. So I don't want to start spending anything here in this regard, guys. I don't want to start spending anything like upgrading this and this because that really depends on the deadline. So what I'll do is I'll get the communication satellite, the upgraded JeffNet going here. We'll at least actually stage the mission for tonight. How's the SSTO progress? The deadline, Psycho, the poll for the deadline is going right now. Poll for the deadline is going right now, so make sure you go on EJSA, nice. Starting to listen to Matt too much. Make sure you go on EJSA.space and go and pick which deadline that you need. How much science would committing Sudoku with an Imahara next to a seismometer net you? I don't know. John's like, hey, what's up? Alright, where's the PLF? My middle mouse button isn't working. Alright, let me get a payload attachment fitting here. I'll spend some cash here on the tri-coupler. So I'm going to stage the comm satellite mission here. There we go. Tri-coupler is installed. Now what I need to do is go in here. How many satellites could a Freedom 10 launch? It depends on the mass of the satellite. There we go. Alright, we don't need these small boys here for comms. That was for the other satellite. These are good here. There we go. I would love to see your take on SpaceX's Starlink style launches. It's my favorite thing to build in KSP at the moment. My record is 90 satellites in a launch. Yo. Damn, dude. I mean, for Dominant, I could make the stack and everything. That wouldn't be a problem, dude. But my question is how the frick are you going to what do you do with all the satellites once they're up on orbit? I got some flat pack satellites prepping for orbit around Lathe. Oh, that's cool. So, like, even if you make sandbox mode, I don't do much with them. Just challenge your building skills. Oh, yeah, I got you. All right, there we go. So save. Okay, the satellites are loaded. Let's just make sure we close out the comm satellites. Okay, and then I gotta enable make sure the crossfeed is disabled here. Disable crossfeed. Let's go down here. That needs enable crossfeed. This needs okay, cool. All right, it was backwards. All right, cool. There we go. What's our payload mass? Here. Let me save the vehicle. We're at 11.5, so let me do 11.5 minus 6.6. So vehicle mass is 5 tons. Okay. And the only reason I want the earliest deadline is because of potential super heavy testing. Blackness, you voted on a deadline from. You voted on a deadline for me in my mission mode save in KSP based off of SpaceX's deadlines for Starship in real life. Why you gotta do that to me, man? Why do you hate me? Why do you hate me? What did I do to you, man? I thought we were friends. I thought we were friends, man. Why would you do this to me? Why would you do this? Yeah, well, friends give friends deadlines. That's not hating you. This would be hating you. My face when a viewer posts a picture of them eating In-N-Out with my stream up. You dick snot. You piece of crap. Oh, I hate you so much right now. That is my mood right now. Ah! Why? It's the triple burger. What is that? 3x3, all the 3x3 animal style? You dick. It's a 4x4? Somebody, yeah, that's right. Yeah, it should be, we need to make that an emote. We need to make that needs to be that needs to be an emote. Yeah. I had homemade burgers tonight. I'm hungry now, man. With the hands? What's a 4x4? In-N-Out has a secret menu. So if you walk into an In-N-Out, there's a bunch of stuff that you can order. But there's an unspoken menu. Alright? You can order whatever you want if you really want to. Nice, Thomas. Their stuff is all configurable, John. So, they have a burger, they have a single patty burger and like a double patty burger. If you go in there, alright? If you go in there and say, I want a 10x10 cheese, lettuce, tomato, pickle, they will give you a burger with 10 patties. You can order as big of a burger as you want. The menu is configurable. And then there's secret stuff that only is spread by word of mouth. That's what makes In-N-Out cool. That's why everybody thinks it's neat. Secret that everybody knows about. It's only been by word of mouth. They never told anybody about what the secret menu is. It's only by word of mouth. Is that not Up and Atom? It is Up and... Yeah, that's what they're based off of. Yeah, so if you go in and say, I want a double animal style with animal style fries and a Neapolitan shake, that's nothing that's on the menu. But that will get you a double burger with everything on it, fries with secret sauce on it, right? And a shake that's chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry all mixed together. Neapolitan shakes are cool. Delicious. Yeah, you could go up to 100, Corey, if I'm remembering right. You could do 100 by 100. They'd make it. Sure. You could go up to 100 patties, if I'm remembering correctly. Yeah, Kaylee, I just tend to play off chat. That's what I like doing. Yeah, so anybody ever watched SpongeBob? You ever watch SpongeBob? The Bubble Bass? I'll take a Krabby Patty all the way, burn it, and let it swim. That's based off of In-N-Out. We serve food here, sir. Come join my Only Buns, where I showed you the hottest, juiciest burgers. Captain Crash, yeah. Actually, you know what? I'll save that for after hours. I'll save that question for after hours. Crash, remember I wanted to ask you a question about Only Buns? But save it for an after hours segment, okay? Alright, so we gotta put the pad out to get ready for Freedom 10, so that's probably what we'll do tonight. Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, force, yep. Are there any In-N-Outs in the Northeast? Nope. Closest In-N-Out is in Texas. It's about 2,000 miles away, MotoKid. Or 3,200 kph away. Not kph. It's not speeds. It's not spaceflight, bozo. 3,200 kilometers. Is this In-N-Out? No, this is Patrick. We have 5 guys. 5 guys, you can do the same thing. Guys. 5. Sneaky, I'm probably... Izanku just basically decided what I'm having for dinner. I'm about to go to Mickey D's and get a burger. Dude, I went the other day. I did that like a week ago. I went to McDonald's and I got the burger. And I'll talk in work while we're configuring the pad. McDonald's burgers, they're not bad. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's a fast food burger, all right? It's about as good as a fast food burger can be, but it's not bad. Yeah, pretty good. Thank you, Funky Flex. What happened to the crane? Maintenance. I much prefer 5 Guys over In-N-Out. Yeah, In-N-Out is cool for me because I don't have an In-N-Out near me. I'm pretty sure if I had an In-N-Out down the street, I wouldn't care. Okay, real talk. The Mickey D's nearest me is the best tasting beef I've ever had. From a Mickey D's. Yep. Nice, T-Man. I've always got the hot dog at Five Guys. Five Guys hot dogs are sick, Dan. You ever get like a hot dog with cheese and bacon on it? Holy crap, dude. Never have I thought that putting cheese and bacon on a hot dog like you do with like a double cheeseburger would be great, but I don't hate it. I like it so far. Where's the crane? Where's my crane? LV3 pad 1A crane. There we go. Nice, Kyron. There you go. Always cheese and bacon, EJ. Add hot sauce, barbecue sauce, and jalapenos. Dan, I'm vanilla as frick when it comes to food. I'm vanilla as frick, but I eat a lot of it. Yeah. I only need bacon and cheese on my burger, dude. I don't do veggies and stuff, but hot sauce, I don't know. I'm not that big of a hot sauce guy, to be honest with you. I'll eat it if we have to. Like, I like the Cajun fries, which are not hot. I fully acknowledge that. They are not hot from Five Guys, but believe it or not, I have the most like Midwestern American palate you could ever think of, Dan. Like, if you think of like stereotypical Americans and what they eat, like double cheeseburgers, bacon cheeseburgers, cheese fries, hot dogs, apple pie, yeah, that's my palate. It's, I don't know how this happened, but whatever. Cheddar provolone, onion rings, barbecue sauce on a burger. I'd eat that, Kalani, sure. Hi, Nebraskan here. Oh, please pass the ranch. Yep. Oh, yeah, I'll do that right now, bud. You mean carbs? I mean, JC, in the context of fast food, if we're talking just not fast food, steak and potatoes, man. Steak and potato. I love steak. I eat a lot of steak. Steak tips, potatoes, New York strip. Filet mignon. All right, let's move this into position. Ribeye. Sometimes when I go to restaurants, I call it the filet mignon on purpose. And then I do that to see if the waiter or waitress will correct me, and they usually don't. Most of the time I get, oh yes, the filet mignon. Yeah, absolutely. I'm like, yeah, the filet. And they're like, yeah, the filet. I'm like, yeah, the filet. Yes. Is that bad? Yeah, I purposely pronounce the stuff wrong. You had me at meat tornado. Yeah, Apollo, basically what you think Ron Swanson's palette is mine. Absolutely. Bit of a dick move. I do it just to screw with them, C22. I wouldn't... Like, it's just cheeky stuff, dude. I wouldn't just keep doing that, right? Like, it's trying to lighten the mood. Like, I do that to... Like, I make it pretty blatant that I'm kidding, right? Because, dude, someone that works in food service, dude, if you're a waiter or waitress, you can get flustered, right? And if you fluster them, they're gonna get your order wrong. Like, cause they'll be like, So I try to be like, yo, chill, relax, the filet mignon, you know. That I let them know it's a joke, you know. I let them know I'm kidding. And that generally gets you better service if you're nice. Who knew? Being nice gets you better service. Oh my god, newsflash from EJ. Thanks, man. Really, Sneaky. Why are you texting and driving is the real answer. Sorry, JC. I'll have the MIG, please. What? I used to do that when I worked in a liquor store. Badly pronounce the names of wine. Yeah, pronounce the names of wine. Yeah, I hear you. I'm parked. Are you, though? Is you... Sneaky, is the car in drive? I swear, if your foot's on the brake and you say you're parked because you're not moving, you get slapped. You do curbside pickup. Oh. Alright. I know, Panja, you get cravings for it every once in a while. Okay, let's get the fuel truck out here. Sorry, guys. My bad. I give you $10 if you could slap Sneaky through cyberspace. OMG. Slap. Totally not that big from Sneaky, man. OMG. We don't have lemonade, we have Sprite. That one confused you. You don't have lemonade? Alien? Wait, what do you call lemonade then? Alright, that may have been a dumb question. So you just don't have lemonade? There's no like equivalent to it? Huh. That's bizarre. The 5 fingers say to the face, slap! Yeah, Paulo, it might be a little passive-aggressive, sorry. Okay, we've begun pad loading here. So, one question I will ask you guys, where do you want... one question I will ask is, how do you want me to make the launch pad for the SSTOs? Do you want me to make 2 separate launch sites? You want to make a launch site for the small one and a launch site for the big one? If so, are we going to make like a launch site over there? Do we want the launch sites in render range? Right? If we do a single pad, how do we want this made up? Discord. What up, man? Nice. My face looks all deformed on that because of the angle on the monitor. It's like, yeah. You ever been to Chipotle? Wait, you call it that too? How the heck did you... That's strange. Mobile launcher, Jim? With SSTOs? Wouldn't a mobile launcher defeat the point of doing an SSTO, though? I do, actually. Lemonade and Sprite are the same thing in Australia. No way. That's weird. You call it Chipotle too? That's bizarre. How the heck does that happen, dude? I call it Chipotle all the time. That's what me and my buddies called it when we... Because there's a Chipotle across the street from the Best Buy that I worked at. And we always like, yo, Chipotle run. No freaking way. That's freaking awesome. That makes me laugh. That's when you call it that too? Dude, that just made my day. You say 2 orc? Alright, cool. Alright, that seems to be like a thing. Alright. A lot of people call it Chipotle. Oh, that's what it says. That's what it says on the name. Yeah, go on to Big Chipottles. You must have some good local eats that aren't fast food places. Oh yeah. Yeah, dude, there's plenty of good places around here, Jim. Yeah, they're around. I only talk about the fast food places because I don't want to... Like, if I have a sandwich shop that I go to. The sandwich shop is down the street from my house. I'm not telling people about that sandwich shop. But see, now, if anybody goes and says, oh, sandwich shop, Newton, Massachusetts, about 1,000 of them will pop up, you know? Like, I only mention the big chains on purpose. Or Tasty Burger. Tasty Burger on Boylston Street in Boston. Hell yeah. Tasty Burger. It's right by Fenway Park. Tasty Burger's awesome. Jalapeno. Wait, Dan. Okay, Dan. Dan. This is important. Do people from Chelsea say Target instead of Target? And second part of that, I suppose, would be more pertinent. Do you have Target over there? And when I say people from Chelsea, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, exactly, Brian. Mm-hmm. Like, do they say Target unironically? Like, it's kind of people that would be like, activists, yes. No, we don't have Target, unfortunately. I had to get my Target exclusive pop vinyl shipped from America. Okay, alright, cool. I go to Value Village and definitely call Target Target. Oh, God. Alright, we need to recover that. I need to get another fuel truck out here. Nah, Corey, Dan's across the pond, mate. He's across the pond. He lives with Captain Price Soap and Gaz over there. Yeah, Brian, that's basically what I'm thinking. I think a dedicated launch site might be the right move with the SSTO, especially when we need to put it together quickly. But we could vertically integrate an SSTO. It's possible. Like, I don't see why we couldn't. I don't know, man.
Discovery, go
I
at
don't
throttle
know,
up.
man. She kind of funny. You funny, too. I'll think of a good way to do it, because the way the X-33 does it means I need to elevate the pad because the transporter erector's built into the ground. And that could be problematic. Two pads, same demonstrator style as the orbiter. Yeah, we could just scale the pad up, Core. Pads have no problem scaling. That's no problem. Brian, 6-month resub. Thanks, man. What stuff is out in the ocean? Debris from other rocket launches crashing. Now I'm thirsty too after you said that. Sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. Debris or debris? Oh god, you do that too. Thanks, Ivo. Become ungovernable. All I want in Australia is actual New York pizza, not just a New York style pizza. Joe's Pizza in New York, change it. Alien, you went to Joe's? Like, and that was New York pizza for you? Oh, okay. Wait, which Joe's did you go to? Do you remember where it was? There's multiple Joes. This is important. I'm getting the ComSat mission ready to go. Nice, Sneaky. Little Caesars is pan pizza, dude. It's not deep dish. You want deep dish, you need Jets. Jets is deep dish pan Sicilian pizza, man. I really like Jets. And that's probably, you know, I don't live near one. Brimo and I don't live near one, and that's probably for the best, or else I would be getting it a lot. Yeah, Jets is just disgusting, oily mess of awesome pizza. It's amazing. Freaking love Jets, dude. Arctic, what's up, dude? Space. Arctic, I went to a ball game last night, dude. I went to Fenway. So Sox play the A's. They lost, but whatever. On the west side of the village. Okay. West side in the village. Got it. Yeah, Sneaky, that's right. Yeah, I forgot about that. Max, deep dish is my favorite too. There's a place called Zach's in San Francisco, and that's probably your favorite. Now, wait, Max, when we're talking deep dish, are you talking about dough, cheese with the sauce on top? Is that what we're talking about here? Yeah, Chicago style has the sauce on the top with the cheese underneath it, and it's delicious. It's just not that appetizing looking, because yeah, it's just not that appetizing looking, because it looks like a pizza with no sauce. I mean, of course, yeah, it's pan too, but it's more deep dish than Caesar's is, but I guess you're telling me Caesar's has that too, which is nice. So I got that going for me, which is nice. New York pizza is disgusting. Get John's in Times Square. It's expensive, but that pizza's thin crust New York style, which is the pizza that in Boston. Pizza's the same way. Actually, we have like Greek style pizza up here, which is thin crust pan pizza. So it's like if you took a New York style pizza and then cooked it in a pan, which is pretty good. I mean, I like it. I enjoy it. Work at a mom and pop pan-fried Sicilian place. My arteries are rock hard, but my taste... Oh, yeah. Yeah, Ian, absolutely. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, NASA, man. Any place where you can get pizza for $1, dripping as you fold it. Yeah, you do the Brooklyn-style fold, man. Hell yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'll eat any type of pizza. I really don't care. Pizza's delicious. I wish I could get to a ball game from the top of Jensen's apartment. Yeah. I watched the Foo Fighters from there. Does that help? Jeez, Jackery. Sounds like a good time. It was fun. Yeah. Corn on pizza equals nope. Kevhawk, I wouldn't be against, like, sweet corn on pizza. Sure, why not? But I wouldn't go seeking it out either. Did they perform for an ever long time? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and their performance was only the best, the best, the best, the best for you. I got another confection to bake. All right, Brian. See you, buddy. I got another confection to bake. I agree, Zanku. Mm-hmm. The bat, 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 the bat. All right. Pad stacked. Did they play The Pretender? Yes. So their 2017 Concrete and Gold tour, they played all the best songs that you like, that like the Foo Fighters are known for, and then played a lot of songs off Concrete and Gold. Concrete and Gold is good, man. That was a good Foos album. Seriously, I really enjoyed it. Sky is a neighborhood. Great album. Yeah, Jaka, I'm with you on that one. That was such a good show. Wait, Arctic, were you at it? The first night they were there, I was 20 rows deep. behind the stage, dude. Yeah, we had backstage passes. I got to sit and watch. We started 20 rows back. I watched some of the show there, and then I got to watch the rest in the cordoned off area. With the stage passes and stuff. I got to sit and watch the Foo Fighters from the Red Sox dugout. Yeah. I watched Dave Grohl perform We Run off Concrete and Gold from the Red Sox dugout. Oh yeah. I sat where Babe Ruth sat, man. And then someone spilled beer in the dugout, and I straight up cleaned it up. I don't give a crap. The stewards the people that were there got really confused. And when they asked me, they're like, "Why'd you clean it up?" I'm like, "Babe Ruth sat there," and they were like, "Good point." That's a true story. I have the pictures to prove it. Yeah, I could sit in the Red Sox dugout, man. It's pretty damn cool. If you like baseball. If you're not into baseball, that probably doesn't mean anything. If you don't like baseball, the spaceflight equivalent of that would be sitting in like Buzz Aldrin's seat in the Apollo 11 command service module. That would be about the equivalent of that, yeah. Nice, C22. What's that? Oh, that's good, man. Nice. Good job. I'm not into baseball, but still got you. Right on. As a baseball fan, when I visited Fenway Park, it was so awesome. It's a great stadium, Bandit. It's a part of our past, Ray. It was from all that once was good, and it could be again. Oh, yes. People will come, Ray. It's one of my favorite movies, man. Yeah, your boy, I might not get to talk about it that much, but your boy's a pretty big baseball fan. Yeah, I did, RJ. I did run home. I remember that. Did they play Learn to Fly? They played Learn to Fly. Wheels? I forget if they played Wheels. Will you launch this tonight? Well, I kind of got to figure out where it's going to go. G-Funky? Oh, I broke the front wheel, damn it. Wait, should we launch this on it? Should we even launch this on an extended one? I'm going to recover this because the wheel broke. You don't want to do that. How about the Tigers? They're doing pretty good right now. Tigers are doing okay. Who do you put above Babe? Who's the Neil Armstrong of baseball? Hank Aaron. Hank Aaron's definitely up there. I don't know. What like? I mean, the Babe Ruth. What is it? A candy bar? Babe Ruth is really up there, dude. Just because, like, dude, the kind of stuff that the guy would smoke a cigar. Like, he did all that hitting stuff without PEDs or like. Not that that's allowed in baseball, like, to an extent, but the guy was smoking cigars and sucking down hot dogs and then would go hit a home run like 450 feet. It's pretty damn impressive. Yeah, I got you. I mean, Babe Ruth was a pitcher that could bat like 500. Like, I don't know if there's anyone that's comparable. Maybe that kid from Japan, but he still hasn't done anything. The kid that played in Hokkaido. And I forget where he went. I think he went to the Yanks or something. Yeah, he was a pitcher, NASA man. Yeah, uh-huh. I mean, Hank Aaron's definitely up there. Joe DiMaggio's up there. Ted Williams. I mean... Yeah, I know, Spellsword. How do you just be that good at baseball? Baseball is an incredibly difficult sport. Not because the game is necessarily tough, right? But you gotta play 162 freaking games. You're playing every day, which is crazy to me. The payload is only 5 tons, Fars, so we don't necessarily need a rocket this big, but These were the type of rockets that we did have left over, so we have to use the extenders. Have you been to Cooperstown? Of course. I mean, sorry, you know I'm a ball fan. Of course. You know that. We've been to a freaking Red Sox game together. And I had to sit there with a freaking guy from New York telling everybody he was from New York. And then everybody looked at me like I was crazy. Like, why the hell did you bring the Yankees fan here? And I'm like, I don't know. Because he's my friend, I guess. Yeah, Sneaky. Baseball it's tough. Tough game. Sneaky, I'm trying to come up with, like, what game would be the equivalent of baseball. Baseball is like Civ, dude. Yeah. I mean, maybe Civ or some type of turn-based game. Can you imagine playing, like, a game of Civ a day? That's baseball. Baseball will kick your butt. Stellaris? Yeah. Yeah, Sneaky, like Stellaris or Hearts of Iron or something. Yeah, that's actually, yeah, something like that. Then what is hockey? Rocket League. Boy. Hockey or soccer, yes. What sport is KSP? I don't know, man. Y'all gonna beat the Caps, speaking of hockey? Yeah. Yeah. Gotta do that, huh? Hockey's a tough game. I mean, baseball is tough in its own regard, but hockey, you gotta be, like, physically tough. But then again, I'm kind of a sports nut, dude. Cricket takes days. Baseball can take days. Baseball, there's no ties in baseball. You go until you win, which is part of the reason why I like baseball. I mean, they made exceptions to that, and, you know, like, oh, it's tie. No. Technically, baseball should go on until somebody wins. Are you a fan of basketball? I like basketball as a sport, Mile High, but I'm not. If I'm gonna watch basketball, it's gonna be college. But no, not as much as I am baseball, football, and hockey. There you go, Funky. That's cool, man. Don't forget lacrosse, of course. Lacrosse is just hockey on grass. KSP is golf. I agree. Yeah, that's right. KSP is golf. You're absolutely 100% right. KSP is absolutely freaking golf. Yeah. One wrong move, and you're making up. You pay for it, and you're making up for it for the rest of the freaking thing, dude. It absolutely is golf. Oh my god, you're not wrong. That's perfect. That you know, I saw a couple of people say golf, and it took me a second to think about it, but you know what? You're 100% right. Golf. If you make a mistake, oh man, you're gonna pay for it down the road. Golf is a freaking masochist's game. It's so easy to rage at golf. I wouldn't say KSP is chess, because golf is very much you versus the, like, the environment. It's you versus the track that you're playing on, right? Revert is a mulligan, yeah. Golf is the one sport that the goal is to play the least amount of the game. You're so right, Tay. Those are some strong docking ports. Yep. See last. Okay. Last game I went to was at Last game I went to at the old Yankee Stadium, and I had seats behind the home plate, went 16 innings, stayed afterward, got to meet Johnny Damon, Derek Jeter, and then Aaron stuck his hand in my face. Jeez. Hey, Naz, man, if it's, you know, screw the Yankees, and you know that, and you screw the Red Sox, I get it, but Jeter has my utmost respect. He's probably one of the greatest baseball players ever. Jeter was amazing. He's just amazing. Jacka, what was your last? I'm still looking for it. KSP equals polo cross. You think so? Go Yankees, the Sox can suck it. Piss right the hell out of here. Screw both Braves. Pfft. Yankees fans, imagine liking a National League team. The Braves. Hey Ivan, how are you? Mariano Rivera is amazing. Dude, he's an amazing closer. Screw the Sox and the Yankees. No, screw you. There are a lot of players that are statistically better than Jeter. Yeah, okay. That's fine. Jeter is one of the best players to come out of the AL East, and you can't sit here and tell me that at the time the AL East wasn't insane. Seriously, it was to a point there for a while where whoever won the American League Championship Series usually won the World Series. Come on now. Come on now. Interesting, Thomas. Cries in Detroit Tigers. National League, more like nothing league. I don't know much about baseball, so go insert whichever team has a bird mascot. The Orioles, the Cardinals, the Blue Jays. That's a lot of teams. No, this isn't sports ball entropy. Sports ball is football, okay? This is stick ball. What do you mean cries in Giants? The Giants won the World Series not too long ago. What are you talking about? Cries in Orioles fans. Ooh. Just root for the Astros. They may cheat, but they are related to space. There you go. Yeah, that's right. The Astros, the Houston Astros are absolutely named for NASA. ¿Cuándo va a lanzar Kerbal Space Program 2? I'm not sure, man. Ivan, let me just make sure I understood that right. Yeah, no sé. 2022. Epic minus the cheating. They didn't cheat. They just got caught. You say that as a freaking Yankees fan. That's hilarious. Freaking Yankees fan. Freaking give me that crap. Steinbrenner knew exactly what he was doing. NASA man. That's bullcrap, and you know it. That's bullcrap, and you know it. That piece of crap. Freaking Stein, son of a. Says the Red Sox. What are you talking about? Our wins were completely legit. What are you talking about? Hey, Jack, 13-month resub. Did you see the aftermath of that mid-air collision? Yeah, parachutes on an airplane, huh? Can't freaking grace of God, man, that nobody was hurt. Okay, we are aligned. Check for alignment on the stage here. Can't deflate a baseball, otherwise the Sox would have cheated. Yeah, yeah. Or, you know, the NFL doesn't understand that how the ideal gas law works, Green. I mean, it's alright. Why would a sporting organization bother with science. Clemens' speed, totally legitimate. Hey, all I'm saying is that that guy was skinny as hell when he pitched for the Red Sox, and then he went to the Yankees and he started looking like a bodybuilder, alright? That's all I'm saying. I saw it, Apollo. Yeah, it jumped a little bit. I'm not sure why, but it jumped. I think that's because the crane isn't exactly aligned to the launch pad, and we may have misguided the crane a little bit. Yep. Oh, crap. Yeah, the pad turned. That's not good. Hang on a second, guys. I gotta realign the crane. We knocked out one of the tracks. It should snap back into place here. We gotta undo the friction control here. And that should help push this thing into position. Ooh, yeah, welcome to the Northeast, Ian. Shoot. Yankee Stadium's cool, man. I just really wish they didn't demolish old Yankee Stadium, man. I know there's still a field there and all this other stuff, but... Interesting. Yeah, LQ2. I would really have liked to have seen old Yankee Stadium, man. That's the house that Ruth built, man. I just hate how they unceremoniously just disregarded that stadium. That really pisses me off, to be honest with you. That would be like NASA just stopping the space shuttle program just out of the blue after one flight and just, you know, arbitrarily retiring it with no replacement. Too soon? Too soon. Wait, that's illegal. Wait a minute! Well, I mean, Bandit, not everybody's going to understand the baseball references, so I'm trying to, for the people that have no idea what the frick we're talking about, I'm trying to keep the topic semi-related to space. Seriously, yeah, the Yankees, so if people don't know, the Yankees have the most wins. They have the most championships, most World Series out of any baseball team. What's the number, Sawyer? It's like 27, right? They have the most championships. And the stadium that they won, like, what, 25 of those, they demolished. It was from 1922. (1922), Babe Ruth played there. And Babe Ruth was one of the players that was on the Red Sox, right? And then they sold him to the Yankees so some dickhead owner could finance a freaking Broadway musical. Not kidding. True story. And the Red Sox didn't win a freaking World Series for 86 years because of the curse of the Bambino. Because they shouldn't because the owner sold them because he wanted to fund a friggin' musical. Yeah, the Babes calling his shot. That's right. St. Louis, yeah, the Cards have 11. Red Sox have 1903, 1912, 1918, 2004, 2007, 2013, and 2018. So that's 3, 12, 18, 4, which was the greatest World Series of all time. 7, 13, 18. So we got 7. Did I miss one, D-Pick? Oh, they won in 1908 too. Oh. Yeah, they won in 1908, and what else? I forget. What's the other one that they won? Damn it. Well, that's good. They lost. Lovely. That's nice. (1903, 1912, 1915, 1916). Yeah. See, I got 03, 12. I forgot about 15 and 16. It wasn't really called the World Series then, but either way. 2004, 2007, 2013, 2018. Hell yeah. Probably take us another 80 years to freaking get another one. They lost to the A's. That's two losses in a row. They're, what are they in the AL East now? They're 22 and 16. Still in first place. Okay. We can recover this. Let's put the second stage on there. And the A's are good, PMag. Honestly, I watched Bassett pitch yesterday. Dude, he pitched well into the 8th. Pitched well into the 8th. He had like 10 Ks or something. He's really good. Yep. Remote. Yep. Not hard when there's 2 gimme teams in the AL East. Their only competition is the Yankees. Do you know how freaking hard it is to beat the frigging Yankees? What? Your only competition is just one of the best teams in baseball. Yeah, okay. Yeah, all right. Yep. 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 All right. Yeah, right. All right, let's put an upper stage on this. The vote is for the deadline for the SSDO architecture to be completely built out, Ilenshen. And yeah. What are you building? I'm staging a mission here to upgrade our communications array. This mission will launch tomorrow. Did you hear the A's are moving out of Oakland? Yep. Yeah, I know. They sold them to fund No Nanette. Wow, that was not worth it. You didn't know that, Nasman? At least it could have been like Phantom of the Opera or something. No Nanette? Yeah, freaking just... Ugh. I didn't know what show. All right, Brimo. Good night. I'll talk to you in the morning, sweetheart. Sleep well. What would be the KSP equivalent to pitching a perfect game? In terms of difficulty? Landing on even back in one mission with no reverts. What's the poll for? Deadlines. Landing dart? Frick you. A single stage to orbit, Eve, surface, so Kerbin to Eve and back with a single stage to orbit. That's how hard a no-hitter is. With that being said, there's been an unusual amount of no-hitters this year. There's been 4. 4 no-hitters this year. It's because they changed freaking stupid WHIP and war statistic and all this other garbage nonsense stats that they put in the game. I hate the new stats for baseball. I think they're really, really, really stupid, and they're very arbitrary. Sawyer, it just pisses me off. War stats and whip stats. Dude, I want to punch the person in the face who made those up. That ain't baseball. That's just making stuff up. That's about as bizarre, fellas, as, like, these statistics are arbitrary. They're sabermetric. They're pulled out of nothing. They don't matter. Like, it... Ugh. God, it's so stupid. That would be like rating a rocket. Like, okay, all right. This statistic is about as useless as saying that SLS flies more. Listen to this. SLS flies more than Falcon 9 because SLS can move 100 tons into orbit and Falcon 9 can only move 22. Yes, you heard that right. That's how stupid that statistic is. Yeah, Kev, it's making me not like it. Yeah, yeah, like saying he's 243 with runners in scoring position and the moon and waning. Yeah, oh god, dude, it's so dumb. And then they're like rating contracts off of that stuff. So in terms of, like, there's a statistic in baseball that rates your contributions to the team. So, like, if you score more runs, you have a higher contribution to the team score, right? Which is... WAR is the horsepower per liter of the baseball world, yep. We got a AAA team locally, so I just watched that during the summer. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so players basically want to get a better, contribution score, right? So they always try to hit home runs, right? They always try to hit home runs instead of getting a base hit because they want their contribution to be higher because they want to make more money, right? Dude, and that's why there's been no hitters. That's why there's been 4 no hitters this year alone, which is because people are trying to hit it out of the park to improve their score so they get paid. And it's literally ruining the sport, which is really funny. Could you check my last when you can? Is that deadline for when you're going to be done with the SSTO? Now, Corey, I'm not trying to be a jerk. I've answered you 3 times now. Yes, it is. And I know the first time you didn't hear it. What about the second time? Did I not explain it good enough? Or I'm genuinely wondering. Not you, not saying you're anything. Like, I'm just wondering. What did I say the second time? Oh, okay. Right on, Corey. Got it. All right, cool. I didn't explain it well enough. All right. So those are the deadlines for me to have both SSTOs fully operating. The big one and the small one. Cool. Yeah, sorry. It's getting late, which is why I just asked. Usually I keep track of that stuff. So people are going for homers, and it's getting caught as fly balls instead of hitting the ball shorter and getting on base. Yep. Imagine thinking you don't need base runners in baseball. that's not getting people that get hits and get on base in baseball is about as dumb as saying I don't need a first stage for my rocket when I'm trying to make a 2-stage to orbit lifter. I'm serious. They like, and take it from somebody that crunches a lot of numbers and a lot of stats. Any idiot can crunch numbers. Anybody can. All right. It's crunching the pertinent stuff to the sport. That it's annoying. Like in baseball, like how they're doing it is like basing a lifter's performance on how much it rolls during the roll program, which is really stupid. The key to rocket science is crunching numbers with what you're to get an intended result. Like I hate sports that just crunch numbers for the sake. I'm hungry. For the purpose of, like introducing more complexity into the sport. It's really annoying. The shift needs to go. Lefties get screwed. Agreed. But then again, does that mean righties have been getting screwed P-Mag for like 100 years? Sneaky, what can I say? You're a growing boy. You're gonna be always hungry. Welcome to the rest of your life. I'm fine with the shift. Stop hitting it there. Yeah, D-Pick, I'm with you on that one. Oh, nice, Cyborg. There you go. There's some great statistical analytics, though. Yeah, like on-base percentage and slugging percentage. And for a pitcher, earned run average. You don't need that. That's like all you need. I tell you what, you guys want to talk baseball. I'll get my dad in here sometime, and he will... My dad knows baseball like I know space. Yeah, RBIs, right? Like, that's your team contributions, NASA, man. It's already there. Like, it's already in plain freaking English, dude. All right. Okay, it's 11 o'clock, guys. We'll put the payload in tomorrow, and we'll get this ComSat launched tomorrow. That'll kick off our new era of spaceflight. Some good knuckleball pitchers up against some good base running makes a good game. I agree, Kev. We'll do it tomorrow. Once again, guys, make sure you vote on that deadline. The deadline is for getting the SSDO project finished. This is you guys don't like the way I play Kerbal. This is your chance to, you didn't like the pace that we had with the Freedom program. This is the chance to change it. This will denote how I play KSP for pretty much the next 2 months. I want my hands on the external VAB. The crane, Corey, the crane's on Kerbal X. All right, guys. Max, if you're still here, I'm hungry. I'm sorry, my stomach. I'm really hungry. I always get hungry right now, and I always get hungry right now. And we were talking about food, and now I'm really freaking hungry. So I'm gonna go grab something to eat, guys. Where do we vote? Eric, all you gotta do in chat is type in you could vote right in chat, or you could go on the EJSA website and vote there. If you want to just vote in chat, type it's exclamation point, or not exclamation point, it's hashtag deadline space 1, 2, or 3, depending on which option you want. To see the options, they're on it's on the website, ejsa.space. Yeah, there's different options here. Plenty of time. Nathan streams till late too. If you see us on Twitch and want to pop in later, feel free. Yeah, Max, I'm gonna go make a food run. I might be back. Yeah. I'll try to stop in if I don't fall asleep, dude. So that's going to do it for me, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow at noontime. And let me see who is up and running. I gotta shoot my buddy a message. No worries. See the earlier message. There'll be more opportunities. Got it, man. Sorry, I gotta send a message. Trying to see who's still up and running. Jim's playing Satisfactory. Yeah, let's go see what Jamarian's up to. We haven't rated him in a little while. It's just a little early, but by next week, everything should be firmer and fully announceable, we hope. Wow, they actually replied to somebody, Thomas. I'll be damned. Yeah, Jamorian is playing some Satisfactory. Let's go see what he's up to. And we'll go from there.
Yeah, we can actually take this.
There we go. Chill streamer. Jamorian's a good streamer to relax to. Also, once again, guys, Nathan Kell, who is a former developer for KSP, is going to be playing Kerbal in probably about an hour. I might go over there and peep it. That's in about an hour, so if I'm awake, I will go. I'm going to go check out what's going on over there. But go see what Jamorian's up to. Have a good night, guys. We'll get the ComSat network launched tomorrow. And then we'll go from there. I'm pretty sure what I want to do with Space News tomorrow is we'll just do Starship